still underneath that ball. So whether it's touched or being grasped, for the umpires in the middle, I think they were actually just more concerned about checking that initially the ball carried. I don't think they had any issues after that. And if Gaikwad had to walk off the field, I don't think he would have been complaining at all. So a bit of a surprise, a bit of a break for Chennai, and not really much going the way for the Kings 11.
Yeah, just a quick reminder. We mentioned the score for you. Let's have a quick reminder where it actually stands. 84 for 1, as we said, in 10 overs. And great innings once again from Faf du Plessis, making his way back into the team, 48 of 34. And Gaikwad, again, strike rate just in excess of 100. Perhaps with Faf going at the other end, the right approach from him. But maybe now it needs to step up a gear.
Yeah, I think he does need intensity. I think that's what he needs to improve on as well. He was 1 run after 10 balls, and going forward in his IPL career, you can't really afford those kind of starts. You can maybe get to 4 or 5 of 10 balls, but 1 after 10, if you get out in the next delivery, it's too much of a blow. And he's got to learn the art of how do you do it. It's one thing to say you can't allow yourself, but you've got to drop and run. I saw him do it later on, and he's just dropped the ball next to him, run through for the single, try and maybe walk down the wicket, flick it onto the onside, or run it down to the third man. Little things he'll learn as he goes along, but you can't afford that pressure, even though they're only chasing 150. You have to still keep the momentum and the scoreboard ticking over.
Now, the big one about that 150 odd score. At the start of the innings, we said, look, Chennai should be...
the one that you guessed right? The one that
yes.
you guessed right.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yes.
well, just the fact that we felt a certain way in terms of who's the favourite side. Now, at this stage, Chennai still have wickets in hand. The question is there any way back for Punjab, given that they don't have a bowling option, to sort of as a standby for anyone who goes for a few?
Yeah, I think the 2 spinners have looked really good. They've created the problems. They've still got the 4 overs between them. I think therein lies the possibility for them to get themselves back into the match. If one of those 2 can pick up another wicket. When Nisham, Shami and Jordan were operating, not really much concern. We have seen Shami's grown in confidence at the back end. But I think if CSK need 45, even in the last 4 overs, I think they would still be backing themselves to get it, and I think they'll need less than that from the way it currently looks. So the spinners, for me, their next 2 overs each, vitally important to try and get their team in the mix.
Well, that is my final question to you, Shaun Pollock. The problem for CSK at the start, remember, 6 out of the first 7 games, they chased, they didn't do well at all except the opening game of the season against Mumbai. Then it all went wrong. They let chases go. They let the run rate get to 13, 14. They wouldn't want to leave themselves 45 in the last 4, would they?
No, they wouldn't. But I mean, if they take it going according to plan now, in the next 6 or 7 overs, if they just go at 5s or 6s, they'll be less than that required. And that should be a bit of a doddle for them. They're going to pick up the odd boundary, I'm sure. And as we mentioned, he's still Dhoni with the experience. Jadeja's been in good touch. Curran's played nicely. So I don't think it should be a problem.
Yep, Jadeja is the big factor, but that's where we still see the men in yellow in charge. Stranger things have happened, but it'll take 9 overs for a lot of strange things to happen. And Cricbuzz Comm Box curse, that hasn't worked either. It's probably an indication that it's yellow all the way. We'll see you at the end. My Circle presents Cricbuzz Live.